So let me continue on with part 2 of this number 9 right here. I need you to display the miles per gallon onto the screen. So how do I do it? I need to do system.out.print. Now this way, I'm going to talk about a little about there's multiple print. There's print line, moves the cursor down to the next line. There's also, if you leave it print, the cursor remains on that line. But one of the things we haven't talked about is the printf. It's the format. Okay, so you can format this thing to sense with it, to the second positions with this thing. And we haven't talked too much about this thing, is you can actually do the miles per gallon is, you ready? So you're going to use a percent comma dot 0f. That's the format. It's to the thousands positions for this thing, right? Close that. Okay, so make sure that we were talking about the same thing here. So let me just, this is the percent that allows you to actually use the format to the 100th position in the format for this thing. And you're going to round that off, and you're going to put in this is the whole string with it, comma mpg. Close that off. So what does this mean? This right here, this mileage per gallon is this one right here. Okay, that's what you're going to round off with it. Alright, so I want to save this, Control S, save it. Alright, let me tighten up my code here. The entire code. So let me save it. So the entire code looks kind of like this right now with it. File, save. Let me save this thing. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, basically, I could copy and paste this entire file over there, or I could do this, file, save as, and look inside my C drive. This is my C drive. When I install the Java SDK, I've already created a location for this thing, so I'm going to call this thing as Java in here as well. So there's, you can do this, or make sure you do a pull down and do all files in this thing. And I hope I didn't have the miles in here, so make sure. No, I don't. So I don't have that. Okay, so I'm going to go over to my command line, cmd, go here, backspace, to my root, cd, change directory, go to the parent directory. That's what that means. cd space Java. Now I'm in the Java directory, cd bin with it. I need to compile this thing as Java C. The name of the class is what? Miles per gallon dot Java. Oops. What? Sorry, I misspelled the word gallons. I left, my file has an S, miles per gallons with an S, and this is very important, is I also have an S in my class name. So I'm going to hit an up arrow key, going back to what I just did, and just add an S in this thing, because I misspelled that. So I compiled it. Wait a minute, I got one error. Let's see what the error is with it. So it's telling me that the miles per gallon is unexpected. There's a semicolon that I'm missing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that directory and edit that file directly with it. Okay. So I'm going to go to the C drive, the Java, the bin. I want to find the Java, the miles per gallon. This is going to do it the quick way. So that's how I hit the date modifier up here. It will populate all the current date up here as well. I'm going to right mouse click on it, right mouse click, open with Notepad, and I left out a semicolon right there. That's what I was missing. Okay, can you see that? So let me change that to a bigger font so you can see what I just did. I left out the semicolon, that's why I got the error with it. Now I need Control S, close this, go back to my command line, hit upper arrow key, making sure it has the right Java C. Let me increase the font on this thing by changing out the DOS environment. Yeah, I got yeah, this is the largest I can get it. So if I did this right, I'm going to hit enter, which I did. Okay, so I'm going to do Java miles. I'm going to run the class file per gallons with the S. And it's going to enter the miles driven. Let's say 200. And we said enter the gallons of fuel used. Let's say my tank has 20 gallons. Okay, so the miles per gallon is about 10 miles per gallon. So that sounds about right with it and logically with it. And this is what I want you to do. If you, after you got this thing done, if you want to clean it up a little bit, do the same thing as what I just did. You could tighten up the code, adjust it like this so I can see this the way how it is. Do Control Alt Print Screen with this thing. Alright, it captures the screen. Just open up a notepad, or I'm sorry, a Word document that you have. Fire up another Word document such as this and tell me this is number chapter number 2, number 9, and the output is this. So you can do Control V and paste it. Save this file in the same directory as your file that you did on the desktop, and this is the homework. This file, just call this thing screenshot output. Okay, and that's all you do. Okay, and this is what you would submit and turn in to me. Cool.